it's April Fool's Day, and that's my least favorite day of the whole year, because you already have to deal with so much clickbait and fake news. I know it's like a buzz phrase now, right? Fake news, but there's just so much bullshit out there, right? And I'm a critic. I write baity headlines sometimes. Like, I engage in this process. We're all fighting for traffic, for clicks. You got to put food on the table. You got to feed your kids. I get it, but some of it's just so bad. And then on April Fools, it's a lot of people trying to be funny who aren't. Like, I admit, I've read, like, in our local paper, there's been a couple April Fool's Day articles that have won me over with how clever they were. And every now and then, but for the most part, April Fools drives me fucking crazy. So, anyways, we are not going to talk anymore about April Fools. I had to intro with that to express my annoyance. It's weird to have April Fools the day after Easter. That doesn't happen all that often, but I guess it does. Does it? Does it always happen? I've just never thought about them being close together before. But anyways, I had a thought. It's been a while since we've talked about Night Country. True Detective Night Country. We're all in the Night Country now. It's been a while since we've talked about that. But I've been watching a lot of TV shows, and I'm going to make another video about some of these, or maybe multiple videos about some of these, but I've been watching other mysteries. I got a real mystery, like, itch that needs to be scratched, so I'm just, like, devouring mysteries. I watched Happy Valley, which was phenomenal, and features, a female lead. I'm currently watching The Fall, which is also great. Not as good as Happy Valley, but really, really good serial killer cat and mouse detective show. And again, features a female lead. One of the biggest pushbacks on my Night Country coverage was that I just don't like it because I hate women, which is odd, considering how many female-led shows I really love. But, when you don't have an argument, you resort to this sort of thing. So, but I was thinking about Night Country. As I watch these other mysteries, as I watch, pretty much every mystery has some form of, like, clue exploration, that one clue leads to another clue, some evidence comes in, whatever. The detectives do detective work. And I'm thinking back to Night Country, and it occurred to me that there is actually literally only one relevant clue in the entire series, or season. And that is the fingerprint that they find on the hatch door. Or, like, the handprint, right? And the handprint leads them to the cleaning ladies who were, spoilers, the killers, the heroic boss girl killers. That's it. I mean, literally, if they had just gone to the laboratory where the scientists worked, and if they had just searched it really well, they would have found that hatch. If they had looked at, like, the plan, if they had just investigated that location and done nothing else, they would have found that and figured out that there was that secret basement. They would have found the guy down there. They would have discovered. Instead, we spent the whole season, like, with, like, Easter eggs for season 1 and all this crap. We had all the, like, it's the mine and the laboratory are both owned by the Tuttle Corporation. Easter egg for season 1. Oh, so fun. But none of that was relevant. Like, finding out about the underground caves, the Night Country, or the spiral symbol being, like, a warning for, like, where you can fall in. Like, that, all that was just dumb bullshit. Not even in, like, a fun red herring sort of way. Like, a good mystery like The Killing tosses red herrings at you. You think you know who done it. You think you know, because the evidence is all pointing you in the wrong direction. And that's really fun. That's fun when, in a good mystery, when there's evidence that is misleading, that misleads the detectives and the audience. That's very, very engaging. But when you just have random shit in there, little callbacks to a different season for no reason, like, I can't remember. Watching Night Country, I wasn't, like, ever like, oh, that's the killer right there. I know who the killer is. There just wasn't, like, in every good mystery, you either are just trying to figure it out, or you're misled in a different direction. You think that you know what's going on. You think you know. This one had almost nothing, because it ended up being a clue they found in the very, very last episode that tied back to that woman that they had met earlier and her hand. And that's it. There was only one clue, and that solved the whole case. And if they had just gone to the freaking Talal or whatever it is, the laboratory, and had just investigated it like professionals, they would have figured it out. It's bizarre how little actual detective work went into making True Detective Night Country. And, a lot of people have said that if you just took the True Detective name away, it would be a more accepted show. But here's what I'm going to say. I think if you took the name True Detective away, and it was just Night Country, it would still be a very shitty show. Now, obviously, if you took that name away, you'd probably take out all those little callbacks and Easter eggs, and that would have improved things for sure. But you'd still have a show that has very little compelling mystery in it. Very little actual detective work. And maybe if they had taken the True Detective name off of that and just made it its own thing, maybe it would have gone in a totally different direction, and maybe that would have helped the show be something it needed to be, because it didn't really have its own identity. But I also think that people wouldn't have really attached, all the hardcore defenders of the show wouldn't have shown up. They showed up because, it's True Detective. And then and it's Jodie Foster and whatever. And I think if without that controversy around it, because it's not True Detective anymore, I don't think there would have been as much of a championing of this show. I think that was all reactionary to all the people that were upset by it. So you have this eruption of detractors and defenders. That creates all the buzz. So anyways, I can't think. I'm sorry. Maybe if you can think of something beyond that I'm missing. But as far as I can tell, it's finding that print on the hatch was the only thing that really mattered in the entire series for discovering who the murderers were. And then the fact that they're just oh, cool, it's all right that you killed those people. We're not going to investigate if maybe there's a different version of the story. It's okay that you killed all those scientists, even though we don't know for sure that all those scientists actually participated in the murder. It's okay. It's okay. There's no consequence for just, vigilante justice. Not in Alaska anyways. And fucking polar bears and oranges, man. Anyways, I had to make a video about it, even though it's old news now. But that show continues. It's like the Rings of Power. I swear to God, it is like the Rings of Power. It haunts me. Speaking of which, that's supposed to come out this summer, so we're going to have some fun talking about Season 2. Oh, I can't wait to see more of Tolkien's legacy butchered. I can't wait to see his beautiful stories mangled by corporate Hollywood. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to have so much fun. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Peace.